I'll write it and I'll send it out once the weather quiets down tomorrow afternoon. We've got a winter weather advisory that goes into effect early tomorrow morning, but it's not for everyone. North and west of I-95, those are the areas that we're going to watch for that best chance to see at least a little bit of some wintry weather. Now, it does look like this event that we're talking about is more of a rain event for many of us versus wintry. So let's break it down. We're looking at during the morning hours, snow, a little wintry mix, could see a little sleet mixing in along with rain. By the afternoon, we'll see that pretty much all transitioning over to a rainfall event. That the snow and wintry mix is expected to start before daybreak tomorrow. And then as we go through the afternoon, things will be drying out. As I mentioned, north and west of I-95, that's where we're looking at that best potential for some wintry travel, at least briefly during the morning hours of your Tuesday. Let's start things out on Futurecast at midnight. It is a quiet sweep out there. It's still going to take a couple of hours for the first few flakes or the first few raindrops to make their way into Maryland. And as it does, we'll start to see more of that steady purple north and west of, again, I-95. We could, as you get closer to the 95 corridor, see some of that mixing, some of that sleet and rain and snow mixing for a couple of hours tomorrow morning before starting to change over a little bit later on. Here we are close to sunrise, still some of that pink showing up, but as we look to the west, more of that green and yellow mixing in, indicating that changeover. So once the sun rises, looks like we'll see more rain than anything else for the duration of the event. Potentially some of that rainfall could be on the heavy side. And then during the second half of the day, we'll watch this back edge of the rain slowly making its way out of Maryland for a quieter afternoon and particularly a quiet evening. Snowfall forecast. This isn't a big storm, everybody, but it's going to be that impact to the morning commute that we're watching more closely. Could see a couple of inches in some of our northwestern suburbs by the time things switch over to rain, and then it's going to wash all the snow away. So it'll just be a memory. First alert radar is quiet out there. Your neighborhood forecast for tonight, we're down to and below freezing. So we could see some light accumulations in those areas that get more of the way of snow versus rainfall tomorrow morning. Zone by zone Maryland cast, you do see the mountains. They'll see accumulations, a little bit breezy there. Temperatures in the 30s, 40s, and 50s as you look toward the beaches. Here's a check on that 7-day forecast. Once we get this out of here tomorrow afternoon and evening, things are quiet for a few days. We do have Friday and Saturday tagged as possible alert days, keeping an eye on a system that could move nearby. Latest data is showing that maybe it's a little bit farther south of us, but that could shift a little farther north. So we'll keep an eye on that system. It's close enough that it could bring us another round of maybe a little wintry weather, a little bit of wet weather. Still some questions on that. Definite alert day for tomorrow morning. Tricky travel, especially north and west of Baltimore.
All right. Thank you, Rochelle.